Greetings, everyone. Hey, can I see your ticket? Oh, you don't have one? No problem. Just hit the subscription button below and come on in. Hello, everyone. DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey, guys. What if I told you that a company had revenue sales last year of $515 billion. 515 billion would it be? One company. $515 billion last year is what they did in annual sales. That this company also had a net profit. This is after they paid all their bills, all of their expenses, had a net profit of $27 billion. Again, billion with a B. The same company paid shareholders and also repurchased shares for themselves at a cost, not at a cost, at a profit of $13 billion. Repurchasing shares. So in other words, if you have stock options, then if you want to drive up the value of your stock or your option price of the shares that you have, then if you can get the corporation to buy back its own stock, it'll drive the stock price up and you get to take the profit out of the middle. So if you had a share of stock, one share of stock at $10, and the company was able to go in, drive up the price of their stock up to $15, then you could sell your $10 share at $15 and take away $5. Simple enough. So if that company did that. Now all those things sounds like that's a pretty profitable company, a company in pretty good shape financially, right? Right. What if I told you that that company now has made a decision to lay off approximately 150,000 of its employees? I'm going to say that again. What if I told you that that company that I just described to you has made a decision to lay off 150,000 of its most vulnerable employees? Vulnerable. When I say vulnerable, I'm talking about, veterans who have served our country loyally, but are trying to get back into the workplace, trying to get back to some normalcy. I'm talking about the elderly who, for whatever reason, have to have a supplemental job, supplemental income to make sure they're not eating cat food. That's that, and I'm serious about that, for dinner. And what if I told you about people with disabilities who, for whatever reason, no fault of their own, or maybe even a fault of their own, but they have disability, they have limitations. What if I told you that this company, the company that I'm telling you about, have made a decision to eliminate 150,000 of those jobs? What if I told you that that company has about 250 million customers shopping in there every single week? How would you feel about those shoppers who are shopping in that company that often, generating over $500 billion sales, walking away with billions of dollars in profitability to fatten their pockets, but yet does not care about the little man and the people who are willing to go out and work rather than sit at home and look for the government or someone else to take care of them? Now, by now, you should have concluded, maybe you haven't, I say you should have. But if you want to know what company I'm talking about, let me help you out. Give me a W, give me an A, give me an L, give me a squiggly, give me an M, give me an A, give me an R, give me a T. What that spell? Wal-Mart. Go ask a Walmart employee about that. They'll tell you what that's all about. The Walmart, the famous Walmart cheer. We care about our people. Our people make the difference. Wow. Wow. The Walton family, I guess you guys must be rolling in the dough. I'm sure you are. I heard your e-commerce business up 40% from last year. So What does that mean? So you're finding online ways to drive sales to eliminate jobs in the Walmart stores. And let me dial this back one more step, guys. Door greeters. Depending where you shop at Walmarts around this country, do you know that you can literally get pat down from head to toe, at least feel like you're about to, that's no exaggeration, I apologize. But you can go into a Walmart, purchase product, and if you live in New Orleans, Louisiana, for example, they will not, in the inner cities, they will not let you leave the store without checking every single thing on that receipt. And the key word here is receipt. How do you get a receipt? You have to buy the product. So you own it, but before they let you walk out of that store, someone will take the receipt from you and go through that receipt to make sure that everything that's on that receipt is in that bugger. Everything in that bugger is on that receipt, like you're a thief. And I will tell you that in those instances, now that's in New Orleans, but you can go to a place like, I don't know, Framingham, Massachusetts. Nobody checks your receipt at all. You just walk on out of it. Now, if you think about the demographics, I'm going to tell you straight up. There's a big difference in the demographics. I'll let you figure out what that difference might be. The demographics, okay? I'll give you a little hint. Ethnicity plays a little part in it, all right? Not saying solely, because I'm sure somebody here will say, well, they do it in my city, and, everybody in my city is maybe white. But I guarantee you they do it in the cities where it's mostly black and Hispanic. But I digress. And in those instances, I have confronted those those people at those stores and told them, you're not checking my receipt. And then they're like, well, I have to check your. I said, you know what? This company that you're sitting here inconveniencing me after I purchased this product from these multi-billionaires, and you're wrestling with me over something that I purchased to save them $1. I told him, I said, this company doesn't care about you. Now you look at me like, what are you talking about? Well, I know that company inside and out. Yes, I know that company inside. I worked for that company 14 years. 14 years I worked for that company. And 80% of that at senior manager, junior executive levels. And let me tell you something. When it comes down to profitability, Walmart takes no prisoners. As we see, 150,000 of our most vulnerable citizens. Walmart is willing to just toss them out. Now, of course, they're saying they're going to try to replace 80% of them. Guys, that's the standard answer. If you believe that, then I'll say this to you. I have some oceanfront property in Arizona that I'll sell to you real cheap. And like my friend George Strait said, I'll throw the Golden Gate Bridge in for free. That's the standard answer. We'll find some other place for them. Go ask how many people who have lost their jobs at Walmart where these replacement jobs came from. They're not offering them any replacement jobs. And of course, you're going to hear this. I'm almost done. Well, they're going to be working in the, helping customers load products and things like that and cleaning up spills and things like that. So we're finding other work for them. Has anybody critically thought about that? So if those door greeter jobs, who they claim 80% of them, they're going to have them doing those other assignments. Has anybody stopped for a second and asked this question? You ready? So that means the buggy guys, the people who gather carts for Walmarts, they're not going to have jobs. Or the people who work in maintenance, since they're going to be cleaning up spills, right? I guess the maintenance people are not going to have jobs. So Walmart going to have two people doing the same maintenance job. But they won't have one person standing at the door to greet, as they say. Which, as I explained to you, that job involves more than greeting. They got these people out there policing customers who've already purchased merchandise. But that's where they say they're going to replace these guys. Oh, and helping customers on the sales floor. So what happens to the other people who are already on the sales floor? You see what I'm saying here? It's a typical BS answer that Walmart is going to give to the press, who's going to do their bidding and sell this lie. NPR has a good write-up on this stuff. They don't talk about what I just said, but they talk about, the American Disability Act the elderly, veterans, you know what I'm saying, who depend upon Walmart for whatever little income that they can get. And if you know, a lot of these towns, that Walmart ran industry out of those towns. When they put those Walmart stores, super centers in those stores, all of those small businesses will run out of town. They could not compete with Walmart. So Walmart forced all these small towns to close down local mom and pop businesses and promised everybody that Walmart will employ them. And now look what Walmart is turning around and doing a decade later. Promise these people, when we bring a Walmart to your town, we're going to generate jobs. And everybody said, what about the small businesses here? Well, they'll be able to come and work for Walmart. Oh, well. So now when those businesses are gone, and they're over there working for Walmart, now Walmart decides, well, we don't need you anymore. Think about those individuals. No fault of their own. They didn't ask for a Walmart to come in their town. The people who had businesses, who could have passed those businesses down to their children, lost those businesses because Walmart came into town. Walmart promised them that they would create jobs in their cities by coming into town. And now Walmart is telling them, get out of town. And we're in a great booming economy. And last thing I'll say, I hope those guys who are losing their jobs wasn't running around in Walmart buying up Valentine's candy and Christmas candy, and I'm sure many of them won't be buying Easter candy this year. You know that story. I'll end it right there. Shame on you, Walmart. Shame on you. And guys, again, as long as we tolerate it, we're going to keep on getting screwed over by corporations that didn't give a damn about us. All they give a damn about is profitability and their shareholders. Period. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys soon. Smiling, but very, very unhappy. Bye now.